going on, Jerome's beautiful Tuesday. Birds are chirping and stuff, and it's time for another Vikings news dump. Right now, watching Bill Belichick's debut at North Carolina come on and raise up against TCU, the Horned Frogs. I don't know who wins, but hopefully North Carolina one time. Why not? Also, why not? Adam Jerome, Ezekiel Thielen returning to practice for the first time today, and the Vikings practicing on Labor Day. Well, yesterday, I guess. Thielen, Jefferson, Kevin O'Connell, everyone's looking good. It's great. I feel right, Brian. I feel right. Also, Justin Jefferson back with the pink shoes. Kind of like it. Also, Carson Wentz is there. Anyways, but Thielen rocking the new helmet, looking really good. And I don't know helmets anymore. Like I used to follow them a little bit, but this looks like the Schutt XP Niner 625 Wave Humper, blah blah blah. Galaxy Note 6. I don't know. But either way, looking good. And again, I will die on this hill. Tinted visors for all receivers and cowboy collars for all linebackers. We need to make football wonderful again. That's it. Also, Kevin O'Connell and Thielen's like, bruh, I haven't played special teams since 2016 when I blocked that punt at TCF. I know I'm going to be wide receiver 3 or 4 once Addison gets back. But come on, man. Also, part of the news last week is that Adam Thielen took almost a $2 million pay cut on his base salary, as well as forfeited about $4 million in possible incentives to facilitate his return in the trade from Carolina to the Minnesota Vikings, right? And I don't know why, right? And again, we always say that family members, significant others, everyone who wants to be off the radar are non-combatives, right? But family members and significant others that constantly interject themselves into the spotlight and conversation, I feel like that's fair game. And part of the deal to bring back Thielen was, so his wife, things did not end on the best of terms back in the day, back in the 2023 offseason, right? Just is what it is, right? And life with Mrs. T, that would mean that Thielen is Mr. T. I pity the fool. Anyways, she posted this on Instagram. Leaving this, talk about Thielen's pay cut. Leaving this right here for all the haters who said he left for money, even though nothing was offered at the time. This is a man who loves the game, loves football, loves Minnesota, yada, yada, yada. So, in a large part, like, a lot of her obstinance is her stand up for a guy. Absolutely got to respect that. But, I don't know, it feels like a losing battle, And also, a losing battle because it was very well documented in the 2023 offseason that the Vikings had tried to reach an accord with Thielen for a pay cut. So, just coming out and saying, like, even though nothing was offered at that time, well, it's not true. Okay? I don't know. But either way, really doesn't matter. Everyone is back together. Everything is all hunky-dory, right? But this kind of reminds me, and to her credit, like, she's tried to reingratiate herself to the fan base and the great state of Minnesota. All of the happy videos, families coming home, all that stuff. But this really reminds me of the Talladega Nights, the Battle to Ricky Bobby. Now, I feel like everything in life has an analogous situation from Talladega Nights, the Battle of Ricky Bobby. So, Ricky Bobby's dad, Reese, played by the great Gary Cole, he of Bill Lumbergh fame. So everything is going good, and they're having a nice family dinner at Applebee's, I think. Yeah. Then all of a sudden, Reese just like, everything's going too good. Got me feeling itchy. And it's just like people who can't stand to have things go well just decide to throw a grenade and just throw a stink bomb in there sometimes. Because I feel like it was water under the bridge, bygones be bygones. And also, who cares? Who cares about what happened back in 2023 besides, I don't know, Imagine Dragons? Sure. But, I mean, again, it's one thing to go to bat for your guy. It's another thing just to spout things that are demonstrably proven to be false, but it's okay. It's all right. Thielen is back. Took a pay cut. And also, I think he's ready to be wide receiver 2-3. I mean, back in 2023, he still thought that he could be a wide receiver one, and he got paid by Carolina, got a chance to be a wide receiver one, put up a 100-catch, 1,000-yard season at 33, which is phenomenal. So, yeah, everything is fine. Let people be happy. Come on, Reese Thielen. It's all right. If it isn't our mangy transient grandfather, that's such a good movie. Anyways, the opposite of good movies is because apparently BetMGM does not watch film. It's ranking the best edge duos in the National Football League. So Will Anderson, Danielle Hunter, all right, respect. All right, Will Anderson has become a star in his own right. Danielle, the real deal Hunter, has always been a stud. There you go. Michael Parsons and Rashawn Gary. Apparently, this is not being healthy and not in the run department. Yeah. T.J. Watt, Highsmith, sure. Burns and Kata, I don't know. It's a little bit of cart before the horse. Didn't he just get lit up by the Jets' backup tight end? Yeah. Hutch and Davenport. Isn't Davenport already hurt? Like, I'm not even being flippant. I honestly think that Davenport might already be hurt. And also Hutchinson, that broken leg was nasty. Yeah. Bonito and Jonathan Cooper, I think they're a little bit underrated. I think that whole Denver defense is really good, man. Vance Joseph, Vance Refrigeration. And I bring this up every time. It's so weird to have your former head coach be your defensive coordinator. It'd be like if Flores gets a head coaching job, Kevin O'Connell brings back Zimmer to coordinate the D. How odd would that be? But again, it speaks volumes to the character and respect that Vance Joseph has, because, I mean, there's probably a lot of Broncos fans that didn't want him back after his head coaching tenure burnt out. Grenard and Van Ginkel, also tossing Diamond Dallas Turner, sure. Joey Bosa, Greg Rousseau. I almost forgot that Joey Bosa's in Buffalo. Whatever. I like that Myles Garrett isn't even listed, even though Myles Garrett and me would be a top 8 edge rushing duo. But it's okay. They're writing off the Vikings. Everyone wants to be on the Micah Parsons hype train right now. It's perfectly fine. Also, speaking of which, this is interesting for yesterday. Schefter, Packers linebacker Micah Parsons has been dealing with an L4, L5 facet joint sprain in his back, and he may take an epidural injection prior to Sunday's game versus the Lions if needed to help him play, per sources. And epidural, everyone thinks of like the pregnancy epidurals where Forrest, I can't feel my legs. Lieutenant Danny, you ain't got no legs, but feel everything, nothing from like the waist down, and then you push it real good. Which, by the way, tangent. So if you're a father or going to be a father, you should definitely watch a childbirth, because you get so much more respect for how tough and amazing like women and mothers are. Just like, I could not do that. Like, I did kidney stone once. I would rather choose death. But just watching the miracle of life, it's how does a human come out of there, and then how does there get back to normal? It's like Stretch Armstrong down there, man. And also, it really is. It's like watching Kill Bill. Maybe it was a bad analogy. I don't know. Anyways, epidurals. So it can be a pregnancy epidural. It can just be, I guess, localized. Sure. Before trading Parsons last week, the Cowboys prescribed him a 5-day plan of an anti-inflammatory corticosteroid, prednisone, to help him recover from back tightness. They also had him on a physical therapy program. Parsons has been practicing this week, and he is trying to play in Sunday's opener versus the Lions. Trying to play. Though one source said it's still uncertain if he will. Now, what it is they're just putting this out there now, because if Parsons struggles early on, or if he isn't effective, it's the back. Oh, it's his back. Right? All that stuff. Because this is what happens now. I feel like partially this is from the Cowboys. Jerry Jones and Dallas are trying to cover their ass. He was on physical therapy. We gave him corticosteroids from Costco and prednisone and all that stuff. So that's why we got rid of him. But you know what it is? Like, Micah Parsons, the second the Packers gave him $188 million with $136 million fully guaranteed. That's what it is. Now, obviously, Parsons had to pass a physical for the trade to go through, but, I mean, passing a physical is not like an MRI, unless something specifically warrants that, but I don't know. I mean, I obviously hope that he's good to go and square, and because you want to settle things on the field. But I mean, the Vikings don't play the Packers until week 12. Like, what happens? You never met someone who used to have a bad back, and you got to think that playing professional football and making 1 or 2 plays a game, like, that's got to be hard on the back. So I don't know. Is this something that's going to linger throughout the season? It's okay, but the Packers just gave up $188 million, 2 first-round picks for this situation. Speaking of off-ball linebackers, Anthony Barr, Mike Zimmer's first pick in 2014, the pride of UCLA, coming on in. Then a year later, his buddy, his amigo, Eric Kendricks came aboard the Vikings and was one of the best linebacking duos in the league, one of the best linebacking duos in franchise history for sure. And 55-54, it's beautiful, man. And on Monday, he officially retired. Vikings put this out. Today, we're recognizing and celebrating Anthony Barr's career. Barr, a 4-time Pro Bowler and the 2021 Vikings Man of the Year, exemplified what it meant to be a Viking both on and off the field. And absolutely true. Team captain, 4-time Pro Bowler, absolutely got things done. And he did all the dirty work. Didn't always get the glory, didn't always get the respect from the fans, but I feel like 55 was massively, massively underrated during his time here with the Vikings. Plus, it was really cool that Kendricks introduced him at the press conference, and also Kendricks relayed. So apparently, Anthony Barr liked to throw up before every game, which understandable. Nerves, all that stuff going on. You're going into a massive clash, massive physical confrontation, and sometimes things don't stay down. And so he would always do it very, very politely, like vomiting into a towel and then trying to discard the towel. But Kendricks told the story about the London game in 2017 against the Browns. He was coming in off the field and was looking for a towel to wipe his sweat off, and then he just took this towel all up in there, and it was Barr's vomit. That's how you know that they're close. Just, hey, next time, just save a towel. Just vomit straight into his face. Oh, man. But, he talking about, it was like orange peels and stuff. I never understood that. As a soccer parent now, and then they're like orange slices after every game. Just like, I don't know. I feel like that's too acidic for athletic endeavors, but who knows? Anyways, Barr, fantastic Viking, on and off the field, and glad to see him get his flowers. And hopefully, in retrospect, he gets way more respect than during his career. Absolute stud, man. Absolute catalyst on that defense. Oh, both him and Kendricks. Absolutely, man. Anyways, Kevin O'Connell should be feeding the local media jackals today. Get some thoughts and things and stuff. Talking about practice. First practice of the week will be on first game day week practice will be on Thursday. Monday Night Football. Dun, 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 dun. Can't wait. North Carolina's about to score. Anyways, you guys are the best. Happy Tuesday. Skol, production value.